Whiskey. It can taste of marzipan and chocolate, caramel and barley. But, what actually gives whiskey its unique flavor? And how much of it is the drink versus the process? Scotland. The spiritual home of whiskey. In one of the country's most famous distilleries, you'll find that whiskey is made by fermenting barley, and then refining the alcohol, using giant stills.
So what's this coming out here?
That's what will become whiskey.
It doesn't look like whiskey.
When it first comes out of the stills, the whiskey looks more like vodka. That's because all of its color and about 60 to 70% of its flavor comes from the casks in which the drink is stored. A large part of what becomes whiskey and what we know whiskey to be, comes from the barrel. The same clear spirit goes into each and every cask. And it's the barrels that add the color to the whiskey. Surprisingly, they add up to 70% of the flavor, which is helped along because the barrels have been used before.
That's from a sherry cask.
That looks like sherry.
Really rich, really dark colours.
The contents of the second-hand barrels will eventually be blended together and aged for at least 12 years before being bottled. This is where the magic sort of takes over. You could have a number of different casks maturing for the same length of time. But what's going on inside each one will vary hugely from one to another. The oak of the barrel itself will give off the flavor.
When you say toast, you mean basically set fire to it?
Yes.
This charring or toasting process exposes the fresh oak, releasing the natural flavors of the wood and the bourbon that was aged in the barrel. The barrel can be toasted up to 440 degrees Fahrenheit. After the barrels have been charred, they're renovated by a team of craftsmen. It's fair to say that the cask is actually the most important thing in the whiskey making process. As it turns out, there's a lot more going on in the barrel.